Hey, everybody, it's our Lane of Woke Hillbilly. That's right. So, yesterday, Donald Trump had his big birthday bash up there at the White House. Now, this bash that he had, they had the UFC stage built up there, which was a disgrace. I mean, it's just horrible looking. He'd already tore down part of the White House and he'd paved over the Rose Garden. And then he built this big stage to have this gladiator style event at. And just in time before his birthday bash, he destroyed the reflecting pool. So the reflecting pool is designed so when you look at the Washington Monument, you see it reflect out of the pool. So they had decided to stop using the water system there in D.C., that they would start pumping the water out of the Potomac Strait. So when they did that, it started pumping algae into the reflecting pool. So Donald Trump's brilliant idea how to fix this was to paint it dark blue and call it American flag blue. Because in their mind, if you paint it dark, make it almost black, it'll disappear, right? But anybody who's ever owned a dark vehicle, ever owned a black, dark blue, dark green, forest green vehicle, knows one thing. It comes with an extra cost. You have to keep it clean to keep it pretty. Because every speck of dust, every speck of dirt, every scratch, every dent will show on a dark vehicle. Same thing about the pool. So yesterday, just in time for his beautiful event, he got this beautiful green pool of water full of algae. Yeah. What a disgrace. But speaking of disgraces, they had the U.S. military at this event stand up and salute these clowns at the UFC. So when these UFC fighters came out, they had them stand up and salute them. Real heroes standing up and saluting these clowns. What a disgrace is that? Shameful. This one clown, Josh Hockett, he went over and gave Donald Trump his gold chain as a gift. Yeah. Then he walks over there and he screams at the top of his lungs, Michelle Obama is a man. He should have been disqualified and escorted off of the property immediately. That is shameful to stand on the lawn of the White House and say such a thing in front of people at an event about the former First Lady. But when you put a racist and a chauvinist in the White House and he has a birthday bash, these are the kind of people he brings. Did they say anything or do anything? Nope, didn't care. But in Donald Trump's defense, he may not have noticed because he slept through most of it. They even put a hat on him so that you couldn't see his eyes being closed, as he didn't move forever. Yeah, that's your commander-in-chief. Shameful. But here we are, people. So as people can't put food on their table, they can't put gasoline in their vehicles, they can't afford health care, they can't afford to send their kids to college, what's Donald Trump doing? Because he said he's going to fix all this on day one, but he can't. He hasn't, and he doesn't know how to. So what does he do? He has this fall Rome style gladiator event to distract every single one of you. That'll make them happy. They come watch the fighters. Yeah. You can't put food on the table, but you're happy because you can tune in and watch the fighters. Yeah. We're not distracted, Donnie. You dumbass. It's what you get when you put somebody in that's never had to struggle for anything. Doesn't know what it's like to dig into couch cushions for food money. Doesn't know what it's like to pull up to the gas pump, pull out your wallet and count the few singles you got, go in and hand them that, and hope that that's enough money to get you down the road and back. Yeah, he doesn't know what that's like. He doesn't know what it's like to look at your children in the face and tell them that you can't buy them nothing this year for their birthday. You don't know what that's like. And that's why he thinks, well, I give them a big match with these fighters. They'll be tickled. It makes me happy. Yeah, it makes him happy. So it ought to make you happy, right? Yeah. Sad. That's a situation we're in, people. We got a commander in chief up there. He doesn't know if he's coming and going. Doesn't understand what it's like to be you. He throws this big birthday bash for himself. And he claims that he's made this great deal with Iran. A deal that was already made by Barack Obama, and he killed it in his first term. And now this deal he just made with Iran gives them everything they wanted, and we get nothing. They still get control of the Strait of Hormuz. They still get to enrich uranium. And we're going to give them hundreds of billions of dollars to rebuild over there. Your tax dollars for paying to rebuild for a war that we should have never been in. We should have never started to begin with. But that's what happens when you got a weak president. And the whole world is watching right now. They're paying attention. And they realize how weak America is now under the Trump regime. Sad. But Trump thinks he looks tough having this big gladiator match up there in front of the White House. He thinks somehow that makes him look tough. As America goes, I can't afford to put gas in my vehicle. I can't afford to feed my family. How is this helping me? It's not. But these people don't care. They don't understand. They're getting, as you suffer, Trump's getting richer. His people around him are getting richer. The billionaires. Elon Musk just became, after he went through our country and raped our country of all of its information and firing thousands and thousands and thousands of hard-working government employees in agencies now that we don't have, or have been so weak, or been so weakened now that they basically can't do their jobs to protect us, because that's what these agencies are supposed to do, like NOAA, the CDC. These agencies are there to protect us. They also cut the hell out of the IRS, so now they can't go after the big cheats, the morbidly rich. Yeah. They fixed it where it makes it harder for them to go after the real tax cheats, the ones who get away with hundreds of millions of dollars. How is that helping you? As they tell you that at the end of the year, they're cutting Medicaid. They're cutting SNAP. And at the beginning of next year, they're cutting Medicaid, making it harder and harder. And they want to cut more and more and more programs. Why? Because the billionaires need another tax cut. It's these tax cuts that Trump gave in the first round, and then Trump just gave again, that's making people like Elon Musk richer. And all of these government contracts he gets is on your back. And what do you get for it? Not fixing it on day one like he said. You get to look at his birthday bash. Yeah, you get to watch a UFC fight. Not from the White House, because you can't afford those tickets. But you can watch it on TV. His big birthday bash. Because it's all grift, people. Every time. It's all grift. As our heroes get up and salute the UFC fighters, That is a prime example of where our country is today. As real heroes are told to stand up and salute clowns at the biggest clown show in the history of America. All right, people. It's our Lane Woke Hillbilly. Stay woke, my friends. Bye.